Today, I want to challenge you to stop comparing yourself to other people, or at least encourage you to be more particular about the people that you compare yourself to. My name is Andrea Brown with Thrival NOW, a new YouTube channel committed to helping you go from survival to thrival in all areas of your life using the incredible atomic power of a mini habit. So I'm on a 365-day journey to change one area of my life. You're welcome to check out those videos. I'm headed off on a little hike and I'm going to take you with me. So here we go. I love how this hike starts today. There's this beautiful winding little bridge over a sweet little creek, and as you can see, there's some snow on the ground. I'm in eastern Tennessee near the mountains, the Appalachians and Smoky Mountains, and it's actually a pretty bitter cold day. My fingertips are freezing. I wish I'd worn gloves, but I got these fancy schmancy little finger gloves. I do like them a lot, but they are not so productive, or they don't offer much protection today. So there's a lot I could say about comparing ourselves. I've struggled with my share of it. But my encouragement today to you is to stop comparing yourself, especially to people on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube. Most people are not going to be sharing the real or the raw or authentic side of their life. And even if they're sharing an area vulnerably, they're probably not sharing all of it, right? So we all have a need to be esteemed, valued, accepted. And you'll find that many people are putting out what isn't really real or true in their life. I don't know how many people I could tell you that look like they have these perfect lives and live in $500,000, $1 million homes, and you find out they don't even have $5,000 in the bank. That if they lost their job tomorrow or something changed in their life financially, they would be screwed. Others that, I can think of a number of people that have put out these incredible photos and pictures on Instagram, and you think their family looks perfect, and suddenly, out of nowhere, they're getting a divorce. It's brutal, and you find out that what you were looking at wasn't even real. And so the question I have for you is, what is your plumb line? When you think of your life, when you think of, even an area you might want to make change in. I've shared that I need to lose 30 to 40 pounds. I've had this weight for almost 10 years. There's been a lot of stresses in our life. There's been a lot of successes over the last 10 years since I got married. A couple babies later, your body changes, different season of life. It's not as easy to do maybe the things that had been successful for me when I was younger. And yet I've come to a place realizing that I need to deal with this area. I need to, it's one of the main areas of my life that I'm not thriving in, and I want to thrive, and I need to make change. And so I've chosen to make do a mini habit for the next 365 days. I'm committing to long-term transformation rather than what's an instant, easy fix. But the fact is, you need to be careful who you're comparing yourself to. What's the plumb line? Are you looking at people with perfect bodies and struggling to lose weight like me? It's not going to help you, what you're thinking of, because most of the time those people's lives are not perfect by any means. And if you knew what their story was, even the ones that were perfect, or you think are perfect in this season, when you find out what they have been through, you would not pick their story. We all have our own set of problems, and if you find out the cards that someone else has dealt, you probably would not want their cards. You would probably in the end just choose the cards you were dealt. You just have to realize that I don't think there's anything that's going to build your confidence by comparing yourself to other people. And sometimes the only way not to compare is to not put yourself in a position to compare. I don't mess around on Instagram. I hardly spend any time on Facebook. I I have a hard enough time not comparing myself to people in real life day to day, and I want to engage with people, but I know that by limiting my time scrolling through feeds of what other people have done or where they've been, what they have is better for my mental health. It's better for living fully and present. And so I have, I make it a practice to limit the, the amount of time that I can even spend comparing. I find that really helps. And so, I use social media as a tool to connect, but I really have to be careful. And when I feel myself going down that rabbit hole, you see one particular post and it's glamour shots or whatever it is. I I I have to push the pause button and get out of that space and change, my thinking. I have to kind of flush the mental toilet. That's how I talk about it. But I have to flush those ideas and those thoughts, because otherwise I'm going to be drawn right into that vortex of comparison. And so just be mindful of who you're comparing yourself to. Be mindful of how you're thinking, how you're feeling, and catch yourself before you go down those rabbit holes, before you spend an hour comparing yourself to all these other people whose lives are probably not even real, who are not even sharing the authentic bits of it. And your mental health is going to be way better for it. And you are going to find that you're going to begin to thrive because your mental health is going to be better without a doubt. So choose carefully and be kind to yourself. Try not to compare. It's not good. We want to grow. We want to have aspirations in life, but there's never going to be a direct comparison. You are unique. Your journey is unique in life, and the comparison trap is going to destroy you. So be careful, be cautious. Find people that will encourage you. Find people that are going to be looking at the best in you and drawing that out, because ultimately you should only be comparing yourself against who you were in the past. Because if you're growing, then you're succeeding. If you're in the same place or regressing and worse than you were, well, there might be some work you have to do. There might be some more change you need to make. But look in the mirror and be courageous enough to make that change and to look yourself in the face and have a come to Jesus moment, right? We all need to make change at times in our life. And I hope that you'll stick with me. I hope you'll choose a mini habit. Maybe join us on this 365-day journey of transformation to create a meaningful life, live fully in the moment, and to leave a legacy. So I'll see you again next time.